All right, hello. So sorry for, I don't know, looking like something from The Hobbit. Um, it's cold out here in Georgia, and I'm used to the California heat in the wintertime, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be out here. But happy Tuesday. I just wanted to talk to you about the difference between craving things and being addicted to things, because there was an individual who made a comment under a post that I made that mentioned psychological work or psychological therapy versus using psychedelics. And so I posted the meme and I did my little spiel talking about, like, oh, if you actually do the work, you won't crave psychedelics, you won't crave this and that. And so somebody put a comment under my post and was like, yeah, I see where you're going, but I don't think you understand what psychedelics are. And I was like, rude. I was like, I understand the use of psychedelics. Like, I understand that people use it to make it easier for them to go back into their subconscious, or back into their past thoughts, so that they can feel comfortable working through that past trauma. Because sometimes it's hard. Honestly, it's really hard to go through past trauma if it's so painful, if it hurts you so much. And that's why when you get into situations where life puts you back in that same headspace, it's hard to control. So that's why some people use psychedelics, or they work with a psychotherapist to use psychedelics. And so I understand that. And I told him, I was like, okay, I understand the use of it with a psychotherapist, but for the sake of this post, I'm talking about drugs, because most people, when they think of psychedelics, they think of weed or prescription drugs or anything that they use just to get high. Not a lot of people don't really use psychedelics. So I was going towards my main audience that I was trying to speak to. And so he just tried to push this narrative because he was triggered about how good psychedelics are. So he's like, oh, I don't even use a psychotherapist. I use psychedelics just for myself, and it's helped a lot. And I was like, well, congratulations to you. And sorry, but he was also like trying to push on how psychedelics are non-addictive, and so you can't really crave them. And I was just like, oh, well, I'm glad that you're seeing results. And so I could tell that he was triggered, just because he kept trying to push the conversation, even though I told him, like, hey, that's not what I'm talking about. And so he was trying to get on his platform talking about whatever. Congratulations, boo. I understand everybody has mental health issues and they want to stand up for themselves and feel empowered. But when he was pushing the crave comment, and here's something, this is the main reason why I wanted to do this PSA, because and something can be non-addictive, and that's what he put in a post. He said he sent me a book to look into to prove to me that psychedelics are non-addictive and how helpful they are. And it's shit I already knew. But anywho, he showed that to me. It's like, oh, it's not your crave. But I told him, like, you can crave things that are non-addictive. And this is something that I really want to take home to people, because the addiction comes from people, not from the substances. Sure, some substances can be addicting, like, heroin, crack cocaine, but I would say weed, but some people, weed's not addictive. And so that's the thing. Like, there are things that can be non-addictive, like weed, like people who are addicted to the gym, people who are addicted to eating glue or sniffing glue, people who are addicted to shopping. Like, there are things that people can get addicted to and can crave, like, ooh, I just need to go buy something. Ooh, I just need to go to the gym. I ain't been to the gym. I'm craving a gym session. Or, ooh, I'm craving food. Like, people crave food, and it's not necessarily addictive. Like, you don't see on bags of candy or boxes of cereal, hey, the sugar can be addictive. They don't say that, but you can get addicted to them. And so that is the main thing that I want to push to you. So just because things can be non-addictive, and this is how the medical industry pushes people into, or how they pull them into narcissistic relationships with medications and with their doctors and with their healthcare, is because they keep, like, I'm sorry to be blunt, but they just keep pushing bullshit. Like, oh no, it's not addictive. But if you're going back to psychedelics, if you are using psychedelics by yourself to get through past trauma, and you don't know how to go through those memories and break through those belief patterns to rewrite your belief about that situation, so you can no longer be triggered by that situation, then you're going to be taking psychedelics for the rest of your life. This is why, same reason why people have to take mushrooms for their PTSD, because they are too afraid to, not for PTSD, for panic attacks, because they are too afraid to, because it's too painful to go and do the work to heal that trauma and to understand, like, okay, so this is what it is. And so this is why we keep getting triggered. And this is essentially what my Stress Alchemy course does. It works with you, and it helps you tackle your triggers head on, so you won't have to go and retreat. Okay, let me go and retreat and go smoke something, go take something so I can feel better and then engage. No, my Stress Alchemy course will help you learn how to, in that stressful situation, how to calm yourself down and how to figure out, okay, so this is what I would normally do and react. What is going on in the situation that I need to react differently so I won't get the same outcome that I always do? It's just mindset shifts, and you don't need substances for that. So I was trying to keep this short and sweet because I look a mess. The hoodie's keeping me warm, but I don't look cute. So I hope this helps. If you need help working through your mental health issues, breaking those belief equations behind those thoughts that contribute to your past trauma, let me know. Go to thesoothed.project.com. There are links in the description box that'll take you wherever you need to go, and I hope this helps.